It's a charity chat for Leons and Simcoe, and today I'm talking with the Marine who's hugely into the Norfolk Haldimand Community Hospice. Sorry, I almost messed that up. And you and I were just having an unbelievable, great conversation off air. I love when we get together because you're so insightful, and I love what you're doing with the bereavement groups. I got to tell you, man, you make such a difference, and thank you for doing that. But today, I got to ask you about hiking. I hear you're big into hiking.
Thanks, Dave. Well, I'm big into this hike. Yes, I do like hiking, but I'm big into this hike. And I mean, it's a hike for hospice. How could we not be? And I'm really grateful that we're able to bring this to our community. So, hike for hospice. It's a national event, as in it's done across Canada. But that's usually the first Sunday in May. So many hospices have chosen to kind of pick their own dates. Just to be honest, the weather's not always that great depending on where we are in Canada. So we have chosen Sunday, May 28th, and we are doing that at La Fortune Park in Caledonia. So first hike for us.
That's
First
awesome.
hike for this hospice. First of, I hope, many more to come. So we're really excited and hoping folks will come out and support us on this launch that we do for our first hike.
And I was looking at your website. There's lots
Yeah.
of great information there that folks
Yes.
can go to and find out more. I
Yes.
think I'm not sure. Is it a 9 a.m. start? I didn't even have my
Well,
notes with me.
gates open at 9, and I love how we say that. So gates open at 9. We're just expecting the rush to come on through, but opening ceremonies at 10:30. So it's some time for folks to come get registered. We have some activities going on. We'll have the music going. We'll have some, someone leading some exercise. We'll also take a few moments to be mindful of why we're walking and to honor those folks that we're walking for. So yeah, opening ceremonies at 10:30. Gates open at 9.
5K, which is just
5K. Oh yeah, 5K.
perfect distance.
Okay.
Perfect distance.
I'm
Yeah.
going to say 5K if you can do it.
Yep.
Honestly, if you can't, really, we're hospice. We'll love you no matter what you do. Just come on out. And we're going to feed you because, again, hospice feeds people. So there'll be a barbecue provided. So afterwards, we're gonna feed you up after that great hike.
And you can register as an individual or as a team, which is kind of a cool thing that folks can do and get out there and enjoy the walk, the beautiful sunny weather, beautiful
Yes.
park in Caledonia.
Yes.
I've walked around there and it's excellent.
Yes.
Um, any updates on how the hospice is doing? What are you guys up to these days?
What are we up to? We're up to a lot of things, and I know we kind of were chatting earlier about this, Dave. But a lot of the work we're doing right now is behind scenes. So working again to build this center. We want to build the center for hospice palliative care that will support both Haldimand and Norfolk, our communities. So at the moment, we are working with Haldimand County because we have a parcel of land that's been identified as a possible place for the hospice, and it's in Haldimand. So where we're at with that now is the council has asked, they are looking into what it would look like for them to donate. So that kind of just the process. There's so many pieces behind the scenes that we don't all understand, myself included. But we are well supported by our community. Haldimand is like Norfolk, but Haldimand, is really kind in this possible donation. So they're looking at what that's going to look like legally, how that's going to play out. We'll probably get more word on that late summer, early fall, because it's going to take them some time to go through all the steps that they need to. But again, a piece has been identified, and fingers crossed.
I
Fingers
don't,
crossed, Dave.
and if you don't mind, I want to take a
Yeah.
minute because I don't think people realize you guys have ongoing programs. Like this is
Yes.
not just about building a hospice. You guys are currently doing lots of group work in the community and individual. Can you take a minute and tell me about that, please?
Oh my goodness! And you know what? Thank you so much for mentioning that, Dave. You're right, because folks think that, it's the center and it's all about those beds at end of life, which my goodness, they are so important. But there's so much more to hospice than that, and we're there from time of diagnosis. If you're diagnosed with a life-limiting illness, right through the bereavement. So yes, we do have programs. We have bereavement programs that we are hosting at moment. We have a whole lineup for the year, including programming for children, some support for caregivers. We're also really would like to maybe look at how to incorporate some of the arts in with bereavement. So there's a lot of things happening aside from that focus of building the hospice. We're kind of like a two-prong right now. One's like working to build the center so all those programs have a home to land in, because right now running around trying to find space to do this program and that program. And my goodness. So, working to build that central home, but also building these programs for our community, because we know there's a gap and we know there's a need. So really excited to be doing that. And I'm really honored, honestly, truly, because I get to do those programs for the most part. And children's camp, we've got a children's camp that we'll be doing this year. So great stuff.
I was just going to ask you that on a sidebar, the
Yeah.
personal question on
Yeah.
why is it so important to you? I know the work is, I've
Yeah.
seen the passion that you bring to it,
Mm.
but there's, what drives you every day to want to help folks?
What drives me every day, my goodness. Gratitude. And I say that, I know that might sound really corny, but it's not. Gratitude in my heart. Look what I get to do. Look at every day I get up and I feel like I'm going to school, and I mean that with my whole heart. There's where I learn, from the folks that we're supporting. They have more to teach me than I can learn anywhere else. And I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful. If we could be a tiny little piece of helping them find some peace in their heart or some healing, my goodness, what, what better, what better way to go through a day,
Yeah, and
eh?
I don't think I'm not sure how long the Norfolk Haldimand Community Hospice has been going. How long have you guys been at this now?
We forever. No, just kidding. We
End of day.
started, yeah, yeah. No, we started in January 2019, and when I say we started, it literally was two of us that kind of sat together, like actually right where I'm sitting right now. We sat at my kitchen table and went, "Oh, okay. I think there might be a window. We need to have this in Haldeman, Norfolk. Like, what do we do?" And honestly, within 2 weeks, an amazing board was pulled together, and we were off and running. Even though there was COVID, which slowed us way down, but we keep on keeping on. So yeah, we've been at this a few years.
But it's a process, and it really hasn't been that long, but you guys have come a long way. And I think that was to my point. It's nothing's ever easy, but as
No.
long as there's community support, which you guys have seen grow,
Yes. Yes, we
it's
have.
going to get done. And that's kind of
Yeah.
the cool part. It might take time, but it's going to get done.
Yeah. No, you're right, Dave. We've had great community support. We have service groups that are supporting us, asking us to come out, and giving us donations, whether it's 100 men of Norfolk or 100 women of Haldeman and others. They're inviting us to come, and they're listening, and they're supporting us. And I feel really, really grateful. We all do, and very blessed to
It's
have
it's
that
a,
support.
it's the beauty of a community, right?
Yes.
The coming together to make
Yeah.
these things happen. And I think that's, to me, communities, that's number one. You got to have that in order for all these things to grow.
Exactly.
Um,
Exactly.
so Hike for Hospice, you're
Hike for
you're going to
hospice.
be there leading the charge, apparently.
Well, I think our fundraising crew will be leading the charge, but I'll certainly be there ready to hike.
There'll be water there, folks. Don't forget your sunscreen. If the
Yes.
weather's nice, get out there and enjoy it and learn more about the Norfolk Haldimand Community Hospice. Maureen, I can't thank you enough for taking the time today. I know you're busy, but enjoy the hike. Maybe I'll see you there. Who knows?
Oh, hope to see you there. We got a barbecue too.
All
Thank you
right.
so much, Dave. Much appreciated. Thank you.